6 more episodes until we're finished with Death Note, and it feels like we have entered the final arc. Who has entered? Not Demigoat. Demigoat flew too close to the sun. Bro built a church. Every time Kira's kingdom would pull up and Matsuda is so locked in, like he is just watching shitty reality TV like the Kardashians or my stream, and he just like, oh my god, I love this show. Demigawa would have the most obscene, ridiculous outfits. Bro is looking like fucking Vandenreich at a certain point. And then it got too much because the new appointed Kira, he's different. He's not a Misa. He's more close to light. He embodies what Light's version of Kira is, and he can act independently without orders, and it actually makes Kira proud, right? Delete. Bro's fucking so performative with like his deletes. Like that last sequence when he is approaching Demigawa, even though they're not even in the same room, the direction was amazing. Like this guy is so fucking locked into the character of the executioner, and it's so performative. You thought that Light doing a conductor symphony on the rooftop was no. This guy is fucking different. I hope that he can, you know, live up to the expectation. Let's see what happens today. Oh, we playing classical music now. Show me the yeah. Oh my god. Bro, why he looking like my fucking Yuki and Chaos Zero Nightmare? Like she doesn't attack and she fucking and then she recoils back and she does the same pose too to show the fucking ass. Like the recoil, this one, is he dual wielding? He is, right? He rode with. That's crazy. No, it was da-da. It was da-da. I'm telling you, he is so into this. That's a crazy. Like this might be the best like Death Note death I've ever seen. Like I think that, listen, take a potato chip and eat it too is iconic, but like what he just did here, this is different. Rest in peace, Demigawa. Off to heaven you go, apparently. Kira's heaven. All right. Why? Unlucky? Like his family? Bullies? Mikami Teru's house? Seems like an average normal dude. No Patrick Bateman, you know, skincare routine, nothing too crazy. Looks like a common salary man, just living in a 1-bedroom apartment like me. Someone's being annoying the train. Bullying! Nah, the fat kid's getting bullied. Yo, delete these 2 kids right here. Use your Shinigami eyes. Kill these 2 kids in the train right now. Injustice. This is unfair. Already he was set up for failure. That's the most dangerous way of thinking. Thinking in absolutes of only good and evil. No. Human beings are capable of doing both. And quite often, we do both. And it gets muddy. And what matters is our intention to be better. To try to be a good person. The moment, if you kill off every person that made a mistake, no one would be alive in this world. Uh-oh, this is dangerous. He got ops. Bystanders. Would he consider the bystanders who simply watched and left to be evil as well? Happy? Because he was a hero. Wow, okay. This sounds great. A kid who realizes there's injustice in the world, and even though he gets fucked up and sacrifices himself, the words of thank you from the victims, it lets him know that it was worth it. How could it, where does it turn bad though? That's great so far. Justice won! Hey, let's go! That's actually Giga Chad. He did not have to resort to shitty violence and instead could I don't know, rally the people, and eventually they were no longer scared and became a leader of a pack. This is straight up alpha Giga Chad stuff. What went wrong though? Delete. Kid, what's your face and name? Let me see.
しかし、それも子供の世界だけの話だった。中学になると悪に増えるだけだった。
Alright. Yeah. That meta only worked in kindergarten, elementary school. Now real violence is here. What you gonna do now?
会えば立ち向かうほど敵は増えるだけだった。反者たちも悪に強要されて敵に
Spread naked, taking pictures of his dick.
目には
Delete.
悪を削除するしかない。
So he's just a loser that gave up on his principles and ideals and became a murderer because he couldn't fight back the middle school kids. I get it, it's tough. Easy for me to talk like this. At a certain point, words alone ain't gonna cut it and the violence gets more and more, but like, you gave in. You are now becoming an even more evil figure, LARPing as a hero of justice because you reached your limit. And rather than thinking of how to surpass the limit, you became a monster, a coward's way out.
正義は貫かなければ削除するしかない。
削除 delete.
方なのは
Kira.
女で一つで私を育てた母だった。
Damn, single mom.
テル、世の中すべて自分の思い通りにはならない。テルがいじめられる理由はないわ。
You don't want to stop on his justice though. And mom is basically looking out for her kid right now. While it feels like she's telling him to give up, she's looking out for him and saying, do you really gotta insert yourself into every single incident and become the victim? I get what mom's trying to say. But Teru, with this twisted ideology, he's gonna think that mom is an op now of like, oh, you're also evil. You want me to just give up?
バカを見るだけよ。あなた一人が頑張った。
なかった。
She was realist.
削除されるべき側の人間だった。
You wouldn't exist either too, though, by the way. And maybe he would prefer it like that. Damn. You're right, this is not virtuous, right? What mom is saying is not virtuous, it is pragmatic, because virtue is all pretentious performative ideals that in the face of the real world with the cruelty that we live in, it doesn't mean shit. If anything else, it's better to understand how the sins work and learn how to operate within and make it productive because people are shitty as fuck. I mean, we watched that one episode of Monogatari at the end. Kaiki, Nise Monogatari, the principle of evil, of like how people are basically born with this origin sin and we are violent monkeys, or are we born good people? I feel like virtue at the end of the day is all just fucking talk, and if you want real change, you have to lean in the other way, but it doesn't mean that you kill your fucking mom or see her as an op. You are even less virtuous than the mom that you condemn right now by leaning into this fucking absolute evil. It's not absolute evil though, it is absolute justice. It's kind of like the Akainu mindset in One Piece, right? Like, you are so fucking deep into it that you're willing to just sacrifice the minority to save the majority and kill every single infringement of crime that could be deemed a crime no matter what.
正義ではなかった。削除されるべき側の人間だったが起こった。
She died?
加害者全員が死亡。巻き込まれた一般人のうち1名が死亡。自分が否定したものの削除が一度に起きたのだ。最初はただ、しかし
Awakening.
この削除で喜ぶ者が確実にいるはずなのだ。クラスのほぼ全員が心のどこかで。
The soundtrack is popping the fuck off right now. The Baroque classical music with the strings, and it is so epic. And I guess, yeah, why wouldn't you be happy? These shitty ass classmates who all they were just fucking leeches, bullying, just violent criminal monkeys. They should be deleted. But what about your mom? You happy about this?
その1名が母だった。 自分が最初はただ恐ろしく、心から震えた。
But wait.
しかしはずなのだ。被害者は絶対に、いやクラスのほぼではいなかった。そこには平穏な教室があった。
Only good people now.
悪いことをすれば必ず報いがある。当然のこと。悪は削除。
But like you would wish death upon your mom because she suggested that like you shouldn't get yourself involved in every single incident. You don't need to be a hero. She doesn't want to see her son be brutalized and victimized. And that was like, yep, you're my fucking ops. You are my fucking ops and now I want you dead. This backstory is insane. I wanted something more. I wanted maybe more of a tragedy. I think that mom should have been more hostile or negative. That would make me agree that like, yeah, this mom fucking sucks. Because the gap in logic of how he decides that she is an op and that she needs to be deleted is pretty ridiculous. But at the end of the day, this is a ridiculous character with an insane ideology. And maybe that's the point. That like, yeah, he was fucked from the beginning and such a small minor incident would lead him like that.
当然のことであり、そうあるべきなのだ。除されなければならない。
削除。
以上、調書の内容に間違いありません。私の考えは強固なものとなる。
You're getting more insane.
どこにでも必ずその存在が害となる悪がいる。そして成人になる。削除するしかないの。
But it's like a very cheap and convenient answer. Rather than trying to actually enact change and reform, then you give up with this pretense that, yeah, it's hard to teach an old dog new tricks, therefore I just delete them, I just kill them. It's a very lazy answer. Again, a very coward way of relying on such an absolute answer to get what's yours. But if you really look at it, are you really righteous here? Yeah, these are probably pieces of shit. They're probably gonna loot and do more crime, but do they deserve to die like this? What an absolute answer and a solution to a very questionable problem. Sports gym. Oh, he lifts.
私がそう判断したものが偶然なのか、私が特別なのか。
So this is what's called a self-fulfilling prophecy because of the way that our monkey brains are wired. Have you ever had a number or something that you saw and your brain will make connections? You're outside, maybe you see the number 67, you see the meme 67 everywhere, and suddenly your monkey brain is wired to recognize these numbers. You go outside at 6 o'clock, like 6:35, 67, and you're like, is this a message from God? A divine will? Am I the chosen one? No. When you think of all these people, you're obsessed with all these evil doers and you obsess about it and eventually they die. It is a coincidence. You're so fixated on them, they live rent-free. Your monkey brain will try to rationalize that, yes, this is a meaning from God. This happens a lot.
たびたび削除された。偶然なのか、私が
I'm chosen.
悪には
I'm
天罰
him.
が下る。下らなければ誰かがその悪。そのために私は検事になった。
That's actually so dangerous, man. Cause like, do you want this guy to be a prosecutor? Such a strong sense of justice and in you know, a surface glance, yeah, sounds great. He understands the code of ethics and honor. I don't know about ethics to be honest, because his solution is to just kill if it doesn't go his way. But like, he's very justice coded. I'm sure he would do a pretty good job. But like, this is like giving this is like giving someone that desires power so fucking much, like to become a moderator of a Reddit or like Discord. You know, people who want power are the last people that should have that power. It's scary, especially when it's a person whose perspective of the world is in such absolutes that they think they're the good person. They think that whatever they do is in the name of justice, and you can never convince them that they're wrong, and that is really scary.
そのために私は検事になった。私の転職。そう思った。そんな時、舞い降りた。今まで自分の周りで起こったことは偶然ではない。神は私を見ていた。
It's kind of funny how Light says the same shit too of like God is watching over me when he gets so lucky over and over again. And again, another coincidence. Does anyone care about Mikami Teru here? Nope. This is an act of an edgy 16, 17-year-old kid that got a hand on a book where you write their name, they die. To then interpret this as like, yes, I am the chosen one. This is all for me. What an insane fucking jump of logic that wants to, again, center yourself at the center of the universe, make yourself feel special. Now, later on, he does become chosen by Light. But why? Because he was always at the Demigawa shows. He was there. He got, scouted, right? So again, all these different things happening. Is it the will of God? Or is it simply mere coincidence because you're so fucking fixated on this one thing?
ではない。神の裁きだったのだ。
Oh, he lifting. Damn! The peck flies? Demigoat? Good job! Oh my god. Usually people react to this when they touch the notebook and see a Shinigami, but bro is like, oh my god, the Death Note, it is real. He actually did not. Good job. So like, let me contextualize this in a funnier way. Imagine there's like a chatter that is so dedicated and they think they're my #1 fan. Maybe I even hearted their comment. Maybe I even made a video about their comment and they delude themselves into thinking, yes, I understand this content creator. I know what he wants. I am basically his biggest fan, yes. And over time, because of this delusion, he continues to participate in the videos and chat, whatever. And suddenly, what if fucking mod applications open up? And he submits his application and he shows that he has been the most unemployed of all the monkeys in chat, and boom, he gets chosen. So was that really like God's will? Was that God's will, or are you so fucking delusional that you've done everything to position yourself to basically win this title? That is you. You did this. But you're convincing yourself that God is willing it because you're the chosen one. Ryuk, my man. What's Ryuk thinking about Mikami Teru? I want Ryuk to say like, damn, this guy's actually even crazier than Light. Sakujo. Wow. And I think that this guy actually does care more about justice than Light, because he had no hesitation in making the Shinigami ideal and sacrifice his lifespan. He's willing to serve, be a tool, right? He's willing to be a tool, to be an executioner, to get rid of all the people, to create the utopia. But Light, remember, it's not really about that. He wants to live for a long time and enjoy as the God Emperor of a new world. So I will give Mikami Teru that his principles and basically like vision for justice, it's more pure. He loves saying that word. Sakujo these nuts. Whoa! That was cool. A delayed Sakujo during the intermission scene. Damn. Mogi still looking at Light. Remember, Light is very suspicious right now. Let Teru do his thing. Mogi paid to just sit here and look at Light's back the entire time. Cause of distraction. Alright, Master, what's going on? Wait a minute! That's Miss Toto! Yo! That's the girl that was, we were parading around and L pulled up on the bench? Is that the same girl? We know her, right? That's her girlfriend. Yeah. She got a boob job. Nah. This is already college right here. The puberty is stopped. Nah. Titties don't just grow like that after. Nah. Well, if you hit pregnancy, actually, you can. But nah, that's a tit job. I remember. I don't know the name, it's just Miss Toho. So, what the fuck? Kira now has another tool. Well, let's, because it gets tricky though, right? The more people you get involved, the messier it becomes. That's why we gotta keep it really close. But I think that she's competent. We can probably trust her. I'll trust Mikami's decision. Matsuda, say what you're really thinking. Matsuda, say what you're really thinking. What did you mean right here? Good taste. Good taste? Suspicious! Is it more suspicious? Is it more suspicious that Kira's spokesperson is a woman that was related to Light back in the college days? Like, yeah, a little blunder maybe. Hurricane Katrina. Back in the old days. Oh, she was a demigod show? They're on the same wavelength. Okay. They're going on dates. No one can replace Demigawa. No, I'm just gonna say it. I don't care. I don't care about the titties, bro. Demigawa was not just a voice. He was an entertainer. He was a performer. He was my goat. I will never forget when he built a I will never forget when he went to New York and literally just incited a riot. Demigoat, oh my fucking god, what a character. I love this, bro. Everyone just staring at Light's back is the funniest thing. What are they? Because, like, you know, obviously they're suspicious, but it's been happening so often that it's funny to me now. Yeah. It's too suspicious, therefore it is legitimate. Aizawa, no! You're on it! See, L at this point would be like, yup, it is too suspicious, therefore percentage went up. Well, technically there was that one time where he was like, can you decipher this? If you can. It was the Misa stuff, right? If you basically bullshit and lie and don't call out the real thing that puts you in danger, then, like, you know, it fucks you over too. Aizawa was on the right page here though, but it is too obvious. It can't be true then. Yeah, we need to go talk to her. Yes, I will use this excuse to go talk to Kira's spokesman in attempt to find Kira, for sure. He got the phone number. Mogi ain't buying it. Aizawa ain't buying it. Oh. To your advantage, maybe. Like you guys. Okay. They're all falling for it. Aizawa the only one, bro. He is still locked, and that's right. Do not trust him. Listen on everything. I want a third wheel. I want to be at that date. Okay. All right. Wow, fancy name. Fancy office plate. treat a woman like trash, it don't mean anything. Because at the end of the day, if you're hot, charismatic, and confident, she just blushes after those years. Bro, what the fuck? He treated you like fodder. You were not important. You were a fake girlfriend. Blush. It's Yagami. How many years has it been? How does he get away with it? It's called pretty privilege. Obviously, you gotta be more than just hot. You need to be competent too. But damn, girl, you're really just gonna fold like that?
高田さん、八神です。
八神くん、
Too easy.
久しぶりね。
あるんだ。会ってもらえないかな。
Oh,
頼みたいことがあって。
a favor.
頼みたい。
している女性に僕なんかが会ってくれと言って。
The whole world. If I was Aizawa, I'd be cringing right now, bro. I would be cringing so hard. He's like, damn, this guy's got game. I gotta take notes right now. Look how he's playing to her ego. You are the most important person right now. The whole world is watching. There's no way I can get a little bit of your time, right? For good old sakes.
僕なんかが会ってくれと言っても無理かもしれないけど。
でもなかったんじゃないかしら。
そうだね。大学を出てからは。
八神。
I don't think you'd have called if that wasn't the case. Wait.
でもそうでもなければ、八神くんが。
そうだね。
You're right. Oh.
大学を出てからは。でもこうしてお互い社会人として。
I always wanted to tell you that I loved you, baby. I couldn't though. I was too busy manipulating another girl on the side too. You were smarter, by the way. She's like, what? Were you manipulating me too? No, not like that. What are you talking about?
きっかけがなかった。でもこうしてお互い社会人として。
He talking like Bright right now. He talking like Sprinkle Yagami. Remember when the memories are gone? His voice, it's a lot more like soft-spoken PR. Like it's not cold and ruthless.
きっかけがなかった。でもこうしてお互い社会人として。
Oh yeah.
仕事を通じて僕にはいられない。
Fate.
仕事って。
僕は今話したいことが。
Oh, in person.
今の警察はキラに逆らうことはしないはず。
What do you got to say to me, huh?
ありがとう。まずは会って。
Alone.
二人だけで。
Private.
そうね。
Oh, a hotel room.
でも。
You dog.
八神くん、あまね。
She knows she fucking. She's been keeping up. What the hell? I thought that she lost contact and she didn't know anything what Light was up to. No, she knows. Oh my god, that's right. What about Misa?
でもいいのかしら。八神くん、あまねさんと暮らしてるって言うんでしょ。
いや、それが。
She retarded. She's too normal. I need an elegant woman whose beauty matches her intellect so that we can have pretentious conversations over dinner. And that's you. It can't be Misa.
今も仲良くやってるんでしょ。
知性が足りなくて。
もっち。
No, hey, listen. At least like he didn't say the second part. What I said of like like playing into the intellect and beauty, but he really damn. He really said it.
彼女は僕のパートナーとして。
Did Aizawa hear this? Did Aizawa? What do you say right now? Did you just shit talk? Yo, did he just shit talk Misa? Did Aizawa hear that?
いや、それが。彼女は僕のパートナー。
My God, this is the thumbnail for sure, bro.
料理も上手だし、何でもしてくれてミサ楽だ。
Mogi cooking this?
秘密なんでしょ？なんかミサ的にまずい気がしてきたんだけど。浮気するかもって思うのが普通じゃん。
Who the hell is this?
絶対やきもち焼くって。
Mellow spying?
しかしこの天然のバカ女が。
Oh, we're getting some slice of life right now. All right, Mello has found some new crew around, and he's. Yo, Misa lost the memory, so it's pointless right now. So he's just like, damn, she really is that stupid.
この女が第二の
Slice of life Mello is hilarious. The gap moe of the crazy fucking mafia thug willing to do anything, everything to explode himself to now. Fucking spying on Misa without memories, wondering, damn, is she really that stupid? Peak Death Note slice of life.
本当に
Still got that chocolate. It's a brand new one every time.
もし キラが私と連絡を取りたくても取れない状況にあるとしたら。
こんばんは。9時のニュースです。
Hello.
これからお
They really love this outfit, huh? I mean, again, I got nothing to say after wearing this white t-shirt every fucking time I stream, but this is very intentional. Look, this tightly fitting shirt that shows off her bare arms, as well as the booba. No cleavage, because obviously it's TV, but you can still accentuate these parts, man. Very intentional.
こんばんは。9時のニュースです。これからお伝えするキラの言葉はすべて世界が害であると判断したもののみならず、能力ある人間がその能力を借しません。
These are very vague, though.
怠け者は殺すってことか
You better not slack off.
嘘だろ。
まだ早すぎる。やはりどうしても三上とコンタクト。
Yeah, people are gonna get fed up, right? This is right, maintaining Kira's PR image. You try to go a little bit too harsh with this, the masses will revolt. They'll be like, yeah, fuck this guy.
やはりどうしても三上とコンタクト。
松田どうだ
資格なし。
それで
ちょうど
はまた。
9時のニュースも終わりました。
Mogi, you don't want to stay around for a date? It's not Mogi. I keep calling him Mogi. This is
まし
Aizawa.
た。
じゃあライト君私は戻る
Aizawa needs to get his afro back. Daytime. Oh. Love at first sight again, huh? So you like that tower? Yep, I picked a specific room at this specific floor. In order to present the tower, that is a symbolism of my rock hard cock. What do you think?
会いたかった。
Masa eats. Yo, Light needs to go into acting. Straight up. No. Misa is, I'm sure she does great. Light needs to, he could literally be Ryuga Hideki. Straight up.
会いたかった。
You were waiting?
どうぞ座って。
No. Don't for a second think that this is a mistake. Oh, excuse me. It's just ... All careful. He had this scripted. He probably rehearsed these lines. Enter in strong, make a strong impression, then back off and show a little bit of vulnerability and give her a little bit of power, and she's gonna eat that shit up. I guarantee you he rehearsed this.
つい。どうぞ座って。会うと久しぶりという感じはしないね。
It's like yesterday. No. You're an amateur. He's silent, but silent with intent. He's posing after he gives the ball to her court. Feels like it's just been yesterday. This is fate. That's what he's doing. That's what he's doing. And that's all that needs to be done!
どうしたんだライト君黙ってしまって
井出さん、恋愛したことないんですか？
何どうだ
Matsuda shitting on Ide for not having game is something I would have never imagined. Oh my god.
ですか？
何どうだ
いいムードです。
The mood's good. Matsuda might as well be fucking Demagogue, bro. He can fucking run the TV networks. He understands. He's like, the ratings are gonna be great. The mood is on point. The slice of life romance vibes are on point. The viewers love it. Matsuda just gets it. He's a great handler.
いいムードです。
そういうことじゃなくて
ごめんなさい。
Mikami?
キラ。
まさかキラから直接
出た方がいい。
はい。と2人で。他には誰も。
三上、運を呼び込めるか。
Well, Light's chosen Discord mod. Be able to live up to the expectations. Because listen, Light has a really high standard, right? You know how extreme his standards are. I feel like Mikami can meet it though.
に出られれば、三上、運を呼び込める
Can
か。
you?
キラの代弁者を個
This is
人
so
的
fun
に
right
許せる
now.
もの。
He is the chosen one.
電話を代わってほしい。
He is the successor.
お前を選んだのはやはり正解。
I love this shit. This episode is so fun in the slice of life and rom-com and all that drama bullshit, but also beyond that, something about like Light having expectations and somebody that can actually live up to it. Like, it's hype, the glaze, oh my god. He's the real deal. The genuine article.
本物なら危険だぞ。
変わりました。
お前は何者だ。
Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, I think that this is actually really stupid right now because, man, it's already crazy enough that she is not even aware that this room could be bugged, right? I think that's a red flag that she's not aware that this room could be bugged, and like they need to be way more careful when communicating on top of that. But Light wanted this to happen, but for him to scream Kami, now I understand that the bugging job in this room is probably not so good that they can hear it, right? If it was Watari, I think it'd be different, but that's crazy to scream Kami on phone.
Kami!
よし、三上。
身動きが取れない。
はい。
今を監視されている。
はい。
私に今裁きをしろと。
Chill! No, no, no! Whoa! Whoa! Are you serious right now?
私に今裁きをしろと。
You're getting too horny! Why is the Vandenreich still here? How many more do you have? What the Alright, we got Demigo's successor pulling up. They just don't quit. The Kira Kingdom continues.
桜テレビですか。
削除。削除。Yep.
期待以上。
Better. I've never seen Light react to this about Misa in my life. I've never seen him be this excited. Find yourself a man like Light that looks at Mikami that way, man. That's true love. Misa though, it's just been disappointment. I've been provoked to hit a woman. This girl got no fucking brains. But Mikami Teru, this is the true ship. Classical music is so good today. How convenient. I'm Kira. Oh! She probably loves that.
キラ。いいか、清美に僕が誰なのか聞くようなことは。
I think she's probably like struck in love. I mean, she's always been kind of like interested in him. Not even kind of, very interested. But now with him being Kira and she worships that idol, GG. We have Mikami Teru and Takada. Now, things are going great. We have, you know, a new development in Kira's corner. Because so far, we've been kind of cucked the entire time, right? Not able to do anything. What could go wrong? Nier and Mello. Mello's kind of busy fucking around with Misa, though. What could Nier do to smoke out these rats?
いいか、清美に僕が誰なのか聞くようなこと。
あとは神のメスも。
神。
わかったか。僕がキラに与えているものだ。
Maybe you'll get some too if you're nice.
やっぱりすごい。私が認め、尊敬できた唯一の
Entire life? What does that say about this girl, man? A guy that treated her like trash. Literally just used her as a prop, manipulated her and discarded her, and then called her back when we needed her to manipulate her again. And she says that like, you're the only man I've respected and admired my entire life. Now, I think this has less to do with Light Yagami, but more of Kira, right? I think it has to do with Kira more, but Takada definitely is. Girl, you're so captured by this fucking fanaticism that you don't even recognize your own worth. Probably a scam then if it's too good to be true. Not Misa? Now, I think that Light will get rid of Takada if he wants to too, but damn. This is kind of cheating. I mean, nothing sexual. I mean, he's on a date. I mean, he's like flirtatious. He's swooning her. He's not like, okay, we'll see what. Did he kiss her? Let's see.
僕と共に新世界の女神になるんだ。
I feel bad about Misa.
高田さんがうまく取りなしてくれました
Too well.
キラを探る
People complain out there that don't know how to write women. I think that's a lot of feminists that's upset that the depiction of women that's been shown in this show is a bimbo and a smarter bimbo. And I understand their frustrations, but you also have to acknowledge there's a lot of stupid people too. Again, people fixate so much on Misa being stupid without realizing there's been even more dumber pieces of shit in this show. Yeah, Naomi, Ray Pember's fiance, was really extremely intelligent and smart, and she was great. But obviously, it doesn't feel good when, you know, the female roles are simply manipulated and can't see the truth. But that happens with a lot of guys too, right? I do think that girls like this exist though, right? Girls that's constantly latching on to toxic relationships because they can't stand to be alone, or career-driven, you know, women who, even though they're so smart and intelligent, because of their delusional fanaticism towards idols or whatever, it's their downfall. I don't know. It's like, it's not gonna feel good, but I mean, hey, it is what it is. It's not that deep. There's stupid people, and this is not like gender specific.
僕は今後も彼女と付き合う形をとりキラを探ろうと
Ryuk loves it. Ryuk loves the new content. And that's another episode of Death Note. I love this episode. What really stood out to me is the classical Baroque music with the violins, the viola, the cello, the strings really taking the center stage. And it's so elegant, and there's a level of, like, I don't know, elitism, pretentiousness. Something about this chuny mindset that Mikami Teru is presenting really synchronizes well with the classical music. And listen, I think that I understand where he's coming from, but at the end of the day, his perspective of his mom is beyond ridiculous, because she was being pragmatic and telling him, I don't want my boy to be hurt, you gotta stop doing this. But he's like, yep, you are an enemy of justice. Mikami Teru is chuny justice personified to the nth level, to an exponential degree, and now he's tripping more because obviously he has the power of the Death Note. But even though he's been power tripping, now he's like a loyal dog. He is the perfect Discord mod that Light could ever ask for, and it's a beautiful collaboration. This phone call when Light was like, can you really read into what I want? Can you operate independently and deliver what I'm expecting right now? And he did, passing colors. And there's a beautiful reaction from Light being so excited that I've never seen him make a reaction to Misa in my life, but that stuff gets me excited. Takada, you know, being incorporated into the story after being set up in the first half of Death Note, I think is also interesting. And now the game gets a lot more fun. We have more allies on Kira's side, but no doubt they will be liabilities. And I don't think it's a good idea to get this many people on board, but hey, maybe, who knows? Maybe this is the win condition Light needs to get rid of Nier. That's it from me. If you're still here though, if you enjoyed this reaction, please like the video, check out the other playlists for even more content, and until next time, take care.